Welcome dear students. In this video lecture, we are going to solve a problem in the topic sections of solids under the category cutting plane perpendicular to HP and inclined to VP. Let's go and solve the problem. So this is the problem. A cube of side 35 mm rests on HP on one of its faces with a vertical faces inclined at 35 degree to VP. A plane perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50 degree to VP cuts the cube 6 mm away from the axis and further away from VP. Draw the top view, sectional front view, and true shape of the section. This is what the problem. And before going to the answer, first we have to decide about the projections of solids. So our object cube is going to rest on the horizontal plane by one of its faces. Totally, a cube is having 6 faces. All are in equal shape and size. It's 35 mm side cube. So out of the 6 faces, the solid is going to rest on HP by one of its faces, and the meantime one vertical face inclined at 35 degree to VP. When a cube resting on HP by one of its face, how many vertical faces you can find in this? 4 vertical faces you can find in this. So out of the 4 vertical faces, one vertical face is inclined at 35 degree to VP. By considering these conditions, we can draw the base view of the cube, that is a square, in the top view by maintaining one base edge of the cube with 35 degree inclined to the vertical plane, that is xy. So in this way we have to draw the base view of the solid and then complete the lateral view. Let's draw the solid first. After that, by using the given cutting plane, we can cut the solid. Starting from the xy line, first I needed to draw the square base of the solid. As per our discussion, we needed to draw one base edge of the square at 35 degree inclined to the xy line in the top view. Then we can complete the solid. For that purpose, I needed to draw a pilot line with 35 degree inclination to xy, and thereafter a square. Yes. As per the problem statement, we maintained one base side inclined at 35 degree to xy. This will lead one vertical face inclined at 35 degree to VP. And then now I needed to mark the various corners of the solid. This is a square cube. It's a cube. So it's going to have 8 corners, 4 in the base and 4 in the face. Starting from the alphabet A, B, C, and D, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in the face. Now I need to mark the axis of the solid. By drawing the diagonals of the square base, and then we have to project the corners towards the front view to complete the lateral view of the solid. Yes. The base height of the solid is 35 mm. There's nothing but the axis height of the solid also in the case of a cube. So the same distance I am maintaining there. And I have to mark the various corners in the front view also. A dash, D dash, B dash, C dash, similarly 1 dash, 4 dash, 2 dash, and 3 dash. Now the projection of solid is over, and we can draw the highlight the axis also. Here the edge B dash and 2 dash is an invisible edge. Now we are not yet completed the uh, sectioning of the solid. So now itself we can left it as a 2H pencil line. After sectioning, in case of need, we can draw it with the proper line format used for the hidden line. Now about the cutting plane. The cutting plane given in this problem is inclined at it's perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50° to VP, perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50° to VP. That is, it's our fourth type cutting plane. So the cutting plane will be like that. This will be like that. So the trace of the cutting plane as a line will be viewed in the top view. Viewed in the top view. When you view it from the top, the trace of the cutting plane will be viewed as a line in the top view. So not like the previous problem. In this problem, the cutting plane is perpendicular to HP. The cutting plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined at 50° to VP. So this in this problem are going to cut the base view of the solid, and to locate the cutting plane with respect to the solid, the condition is the cutting plane passes through the solid 6 mm away from the axis. 6 mm away from the axis. It's given in the question. 6 mm away from the axis. So in the top view, the axis is here. The axis is here. From this axis, we need to maintain 6 mm distance to pass the cutting plane. The meantime, the cutting plane should be inclined at 50° to VP. So first we needed to draw a guided circle by having the axis of the solid as center and 6 mm radius. 6 mm radius, for which distance we need to maintain between the track of the cutting plane and the axis of the solid. So let me to draw that guided circle. Yes. In this software application, it's not possible to draw the circle with the exact dimensions and with the correct centering. However, for your understanding, you can keep this like that way. And then the inclination of the cutting plane with respect to VP is 50 degree. So prepare a cutting plane with a 50 degree inclination with VP. Yes. With this cutting plane, I am going to cut the solid with the proper format that used for the cutting plane. That is in this way. And here, as per the condition, your cutting plane should be the tangent to the gator circle. Then you can maintain the required 6 mm distance between the cutting plane and your axis of the solid. So in this way, I just cut the solid, and very first duty is to mark the cut points obtained by the in the sectioning of the solid. Start to travel with the cutting plane. Here first intersection is there. Just examine how many edges are passing in this path. A, B, 1, 2. Two edges, one base edge and one face edge is passing in this path of the sectioning plane. So in this part we have to avoid two cut points. Say they are point P and Q, and then continue our travel with the cutting plane. No more intersection so far. And here next intersection. In this part, just examine how many edges are passing. D, C and 4, 3. D, C and 4, 3. So we have to give two cut points for this part. Say they are R and S. Out of this, give bracket for any one. Here also. And now we can have a database of the address of each and every cut point. Totally we are having four cut points: cut point P, Q, R, S. The address of each cut point is, the cut point P is in bracket, so among 1, 2 and AB, the P will be prompt to AB. It's in the edge AB, so Q automatically will goes for 1, 2. And for R, S, out of R and S, S is inside the bracket. In the edges, DC is inside the bracket, so S can be goes for DC or CD, and R for 3, 4 or 4, 3, whatever it may be. Just have the address of cut points. This will help you to mark them in the respective edge in the front view. Now one more duty is there in the base view area. See here, two portions are there after sectioning, this portion and that portion. Out of these two, this portion is considered to be the removed portion, because it's lies between the observer and the cutting plane. So this is your observer, this is your cutting plane. This portion is falls between the observer and the cutting plane, so this should be considered as the removed portion, and the rest of the portion can be considered as the retained portion. So in this way, we have to highlight the retained portion with the HB pencil. Yes. Now mark the cut points in the front view by using the address of the cut points. First, we need to project the cut points towards the front view area. Yes. Here. Now I want to mark the cut point P and Q. This projector is common to the points P and Q, and I need to drop the point P in AB and point Q in 1 2. So this projector is crossing AB here. So I have to drop the point P here as P dash, and the point Q can be located when this projector intersecting with 1 2. Here the 1 dash 2 dash is there. 1 dash 2 dash is there. So I need to drop the point Q here as Q dash, and then projector of R and S is here. I need to drop the point S in DC. So whenever this projector intersecting with the DC, that is D dash C dash, here I need to drop the cut point S. So here, yes, and the cut point R can be dropped when this projector intersecting with 3 4, that is 3 dash 4 dash is here, and the projector intersecting the 3 dash 4 dash in this part. So I needed to mark the point R dash here. So after marking all the cut points in the front view, first we needed to connect them with straight lines and hatch the surface bounded by connecting these cut points. Over, and then hatch with our regular rule. Now the work is over. Now we need to highlight the retained portion in the front view also. See here, by considering the removed portion and retained portion from the top view, in front view also we can easily decide that this portion is the removed portion and that portion is the retained portion. So highlight the edges in the retained portion with HB pencil. Yes. And the edge B2 can be marked as a hidden edge with the proper line format. We just completed the sectional front view and top view of the given solid. And now one more duty is there, we have to draw the true shape of the section, because the sectioned surface what we are seeing in the front view is not showing its original shape. So we need to go for drawing the true shape of the section by our regular procedure. For that, we need to project the cut points from the top view towards the front view area by the projectors perpendicular to the cutting plane. For that, first we need to make the cutting drafter perpendicular to our cutting plane. And then project the cut points. And at a convenient place, we can draw the auxiliary reference line x1 y1, which is parallel to our cutting plane. This is our x1 and y1. Now this projector is for the cut points P and Q, and that projector is for the cut point R and S. Here we need to mark the cut point PQ in this projector and RS in this projector by measuring the distance of the same cut points from the sectional front view. In the previous problems, we took the distance from the sectional top view, because wherever the sectional view is there, from that view only we needed to measure the distance between the cut points and the XY line. In this problem, the cutting plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined to VP. So the sectional view will be obtained only in the front view. So we need to take distance of each and every cut point with respect to the XY line from the front view. So here the point P dash is in the XY line itself. So in the projector of P, we need to mark the cut point P in the x1 y1 itself. So here I need to mark the point P, and the point Q is situated at the axis height of the solid, that is 35 mm. So with the same distance I can mark the point Q here. This is point Q. And then in the projector of R and S, the point S is in the XY line itself. So I have to mark the point S in X1, Y1. This is S. And the point R is located 35 mm apart from the XY line. So in the projector of the R at the distance 35 mm, I need to mark the point R. Now we have to connect all the cut points with the straight lines, and by using the HB pencil. After connecting them, we need to hatch the surface bound by connecting the cut points by our usual procedure. Now the work is over. In this way we can complete this answer. So try this answer with your proper tools in the paper. Thank you.